सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Friends, I've got to say one thing today, for sure. Today's message has to be something significant. Yes, it's Ram Navami. In Pune, it was yesterday. In South, where I am here at today, it is Ram Navami is celebrated today. My humble salutations to Shriram. I need to give a general message to the common mankind. We all need to work towards saving the world. Nation is first, no doubt, but even the world has to be saved. Let us also understand how we can save our personal world, because what is applicable to our individual Jeev is applicable to Jagat and is applicable to Jagadishwar. At all three levels, the law will be the same. So let us try to first understand how we can save our little world. Then let us think of the Jagat, that's the world around us. And then let's think of the Jagadishwar, the universal principle around us. But it is definite for sure that we need to save. It's for sure that we need to save. How can we save our world? Let's begin at our level, at the level of Jeev. How can we save it? If you ask yourself what is going wrong, all right, let's say one cell is attacking the other cell in the body, one thought is clashing with the other thought in the body, one word is clashing with the other word in the person, and there is a utter chaos in the mind. What can happen? Our very world, our personal self, that can be destroyed. That can be destroyed. Whether it is one white cell against the red cell or whatever the cells are, whether it is a white matter against grey matter, and whether it is any infection or whatever. Wherever there is a battle, whether it's on a small proportion or a great proportion, destruction is for sure. Now, how can we save it? So first we will see about the results of what, if there is destruction caused, what was the prior condition to destruction in us? The prior condition to destruction in us is that we were breathing heavily. Whether it was out of joy or out of excitement or out of anger or out of frustration or passion or attraction, whatever it is, that breathing had changed rigorously. Mind you, it is not like pranayam, where we are voluntarily increasing the speed for a short period. Here, if we get angry, our breath takes hold of the whole situation. It breathes heavily. You're angry, you're clenching your teeth, you're having all this. All that is going to affect your breath. The moment the breath is a victim of anxiety, of anger, and you can notice it. You don't have to, it is not something unknown to you. You may be angry, you will start parading up and down like a tiger caged in a wall, locked in a cage. Or you will, if somebody is locked in a roof, how the person will go up and down, walk up and down, something like that, our position will be. Now this is a self-destructing position. Where there is a heavy breathing, it's a self-destructing position. So therefore, we are led towards believing that we should breathe normally and easily. Now I'll give you a simultaneous example. I have given it earlier also, but sometimes these videos, people catch them up as and when they become subscribers. So they might be missing out on some of the messages. But today is a good day for me to give the message. Today we are giving you the significance of Kumbhak. What is Kumbhak? It is you restrain from breathing in and breathing out for a short duration. Short duration. I will give you a simultaneous example. Now the example is, suppose you have a pack of cards in your hand. Yes, playing cards. Then what you do is, if there is no company, you start building a castle. It was a game we used to play as children. You build castles, and these castles are just trying to reload to put two cards together and two together, and then put one more above it, so it becomes a sort of a, again you have another tower to construct. It's a very simple game, and people start playing it. Now, as you keep on playing this game, you realize it that when you are close to it, your movements are not very heavy. They are gentle movements. You want to be very gentle with the card to such an extent that your breath is also controlled. You don't breathe in heavily. You don't breathe in heavily. You maintain a very silent, a very sober breath. You hardly breathe. Your movements, your body movements are very gentle. Or because just a little gush of a wind out of your breath or a little movement of your hand can topple the entire castle down. Friends, this is the key message today to all the youngsters, the respected leaders of the country, the respected religious leaders of the societies. We all need to breathe in gently. It's, if you want to save the world, save the world. Let us save the society. Let us try and see, because we ourselves are destroying our own world. Yes, there are certain decisions one needs to take, but definitely, if every one of us is going to breathe heavily, which is going to happen if we are angry, if you are adamant, if you are stubborn, if you don't foresee the things, and your breathing becomes heavy, if you are demanding, whatever it is, remember, the castle that needs to be built can be built when there is a kumbhak. A kumbhak is gentle breathing, gentle actions. I know sometimes we feel these laws are good for theory, but they are indications of how man can make progress in society. They are small indications. What is applicable to us? A gentle breathing and a gentle movement is applicable to us. It constructs a certain thing. A hectic movement, a hectic mental thought, a disturbing element to the mind can fluctuate the breath. A disturbing thought can fluctuate your breath. And if your breath is fluctuated, construction is out of question. Construction is out of question. These are universal laws. So it is very essential. All these, hectic dancing, hectic singing, hectic, violent, anything that is violent, where there is anxiety in every breath which is anxious, which is not controlled, it's not going to add to a constructive concept. It is going to definitely lead the world faster towards a destructive concept. Few of us at least, we need to practice Kumbhak every day. Friends, I know sometimes whether some messages do make sense to the public, to the youngsters, but please try and apply it in your own life first, just a small little proportion of your life within your own house, and see if you don't breathe in heavily all the time, exciting, shouting, dancing to the tunes and exhausting everybody and yourself, will your home be a better home? Will your body, physical health will be better, your mental stature will be better, your intellectual poise will be better. If it is going to be better, then you try and see whether you can carry these rules out to the society. Because what is in a small proportion applicable to Jeev is applicable to Jagat, to the world around you. It is applicable to Jagadishwar, the universe around you. So try and see if you can practice everything that you do, all your actions that you do. See that your breathing is it normal, or is it getting excited or angry due to anger, passion, control, adamantness, rudeness, crudeness. And just see whether it's going wild. Let it not go wild. The wild breath is going to speed up the world towards destruction. All right, on Ram Navami, this is my message to one and all, that don't let your breath go wild. Whatever you are doing, whichever action you are performing, whether it is a dance, it is a song, it is a prayer, it is a construction, it is any activity that you are doing, see that the breath doesn't go wild, right? If it is more peaceful, you are going to add to the constructive part of the world. And if it's going to be wild, you are going to force your own little world around you to speed faster towards destruction. So please, friends, maintain sobriety and let your breath be controlled. This is Swami Radhikananda from Pune. Happy Shriram Navami. With my humble salutations to Shriram, who has laid a few beautiful principles before mankind. Few beautiful principles before mankind. His sattvikta, because his sattvikta was equally powerful, the rajasic qualities of his opponent Ravan could be defeated. Well, history, stories, all these are there as guidelines for mankind. Don't try to wipe them off. Let them be around in the form of some beautiful history. We keep our old albums in our house when we were 5-year-old, when we were 15-year-old. Like that, the country, the world should have some beautiful pictures of good records that will make our own life more beautiful. Friends, we all have to work together towards a grand world. It's a rare opportunity God has given to us to have something so magnificent built around us and in which we are living a beautiful life. Value it, value it. Let's not make our breath go wild. WILD, wild. Okay, this is Swami Radhikanand from Pune.